On a quiet university campus, where the air hummed with intellectual curiosity and the promise of groundbreaking discovery, two young men stood poised on the precipice of their future. One was Reed Richards, a mind so vast it seemed to stretch the very boundaries of human understanding, coupled with a meticulousness that was both his strength and sometimes his caution. The other, Victor Von Doom, matched Reed's brilliance, perhaps even surpassed it in sheer raw power and ambition, but was fatally flawed by an arrogance so profound it bordered on self-immolation. Their rivalry wasn't born of simple academic competition, it was a clash of philosophies. Reed saw the universe as a puzzle to be solved with patience and collaboration. Victor saw it as a kingdom to be conquered, its secrets wrested through sheer force of will. And it was this clashing of wills that set the stage for a moment that would forever scar one man and fuel the obsession of another. The incident that fractured their world, and indeed Victor's face, began in a cluttered laboratory late at night. Victor, driven by a desire to contact the underworld, to pierce the veil between life and death, had constructed a device of startling complexity. It was a marvel of engineering, a testament to his undeniable genius. But as he prepared to activate it, Reed, ever the meticulous observer, noticed a subtle but critical flaw in Victor's calculations. With a calm, steady voice, Reed approached, pointing out the discrepancy, warning Victor of the catastrophic potential should he proceed. The flaw, Reed explained, was minor on paper, but in practice, it could lead to an uncontrolled energy surge, an explosion. But Victor, his eyes blazing with a mix of genius and hubris, dismissed Reed's caution as mere jealousy, a rival's attempt to undermine his imminent triumph. He scoffed, waved away the concerns, and declared his calculations infallible. The advice, freely offered and born of genuine concern, was met with contempt. The switch was thrown. The machine roared to life, a cacophony of whirring gears and crackling energy. For a few agonizing moments, it seemed Victor was right, that his genius had indeed overcome any potential flaw. Then, just as Reed had predicted, the energy spiked, spiraling out of control. There was a blinding flash, an ear-splitting concussion, and then darkness. When the smoke cleared, Victor Von Doom lay among the twisted metal, his face terribly scarred, his brilliance marred by the very ambition that had driven him. The university, stunned by the destruction and the disregard for safety, had no choice but to expel Victor. But in his mind, the blame did not lie with his own hubris or his dismissed calculations. It lay squarely with Reed Richards. It was Reed, Victor believed, who had somehow sabotaged his work, or at the very least, allowed the failure to occur, simply to humiliate him. That moment, that scar, became the festering wound that would fuel a lifetime of consuming hatred. Expelled and disgraced, Victor vanished from the academic world. But he did not simply fade away. Instead, he embarked on a relentless odyssey across the globe. He sought out forgotten monasteries in the Himalayas, mastering ancient sorcery and dark arts that blended seamlessly with his scientific brilliance. He delved into forbidden texts and esoteric practices, all while continuing to refine his understanding of advanced technology. It was a journey of self-reinvention, forging a new identity, one steeped in both arcane power and scientific might. He returned not as the arrogant student, but as something far more formidable, Dr. Doom. Clad in an impervious suit of armor, his scarred face forever hidden behind an unyielding, featureless mask, he arrived in the small, unassuming European nation of Latveria. With a ruthless efficiency that bordered on tyranny, he seized control, transforming it into his personal kingdom, a technologically advanced, albeit oppressive, utopia under his iron fist. From the depths of Latveria, Dr. Doom began to plot his ultimate revenge. His hatred for Reed Richards, now known to the world as Mr. Fantastic, leader of the Fantastic Four, became the animating force of his very existence. It was not merely about power or global domination, it was deeply, intensely personal. Every grand scheme, every intricate trap, every terrifying weapon he forged was ultimately aimed at proving his superiority over the man he held responsible for his disfigurement and disgrace. For decades, this consuming hatred has fueled countless epic battles between Doctor Doom and the Fantastic Four. Their confrontations are never just physical. They are intellectual duels, philosophical arguments played out with cosmic stakes. Doom sees Reed as a symbol of everything he despises: the humble scientist, the family man, the celebrated hero. And in Reed, there is always a shadow of regret, a lingering sorrow for the brilliant mind that was twisted by a moment of arrogance and a lifelong grudge. The scar on Victor's face, hidden beneath the metallic mask, became more than just a physical mark. It became the visible manifestation of his unyielding hatred, a constant reminder, in his twisted mind, of Reed Richards' betrayal. Their rivalry is one of the most poignant and enduring in all of comics, a testament to how personal failure, when coupled with unchecked ego, can forge the most dangerous and compelling of arch-nemeses. This story of two brilliant minds, one consumed by ego and resentment, the other by a desire to protect, reminds us of the profound impact a single moment can have, and how the choices we make, or refuse to make, can shape not only our own destiny, but the very trajectory of the world around us. What are your thoughts on this complex rivalry? Do you see Doom as a tragic figure, forever imprisoned by his own choices, or simply a villain consumed by ego and a thirst for power? Share your perspectives in the comments below, and let's continue this conversation. If you found this journey into the heart of one of comics' most personal feuds insightful, please consider subscribing for more stories that delve into the fascinating narratives behind our favorite characters.